Hello guys and welcome to today's video. So today guys we're going to be ranking Ash's Pokemon because then you know it's the end of 2021 and there's going to be no more episodes this year. I think now is the perfect time to rank all the Ash's Mons from up to the point of episode 92 of Pokemon Journeys. So let's get into our first. So our first one is Squirtle. I think Squirtle is amazing. I can't name him best because he did have, out of Ash's 3 Kanto starters, he was the worst performing of the 3, but he was still really good. Like he had some good wins, like against Drake's Onyx. It had a win against Brandon's Brandon's Ninjask. And it also had some pretty cool moments, especially when like Ash saved the Squirtle squad, and obviously all its cameos of him did had, like in Sun and Moon it cameoed. So I just hope we see it battle again because we haven't really seen it battle since like Hoenn or something like that. Yeah, like last time we saw it battle was in Hoenn, so yeah. Now Snivy I do think was good. Snivy was really underused. Like, Snivy was really underused, and she definitely could have been Ash's ace of Unova, but unfortunately Unova just wasn't the best. But Snivy had some good battles. It could have a good fight against Camandrioli despite it losing. It took down Trit's Servine, which is its evolved state. She also had an amazing personality where she was like always smug, but she always stuck up for members of Ash's team as well. But yeah, like Snivy, I think Snivy was one of his best Unova Pokemon. That's not saying much because Unova was definitely the worst seed of the show. Charizard, you know exactly where he's going. Best Pokepal, one of Ash's strongest Pokemon he's ever had. Took him down, has had so many good feats. Like it probably would have beat Ice's Dragonite if the battle would have stopped. It took down Brandon's Articuno, half of Gary's team. It had some amazing battles, and its development as well, from going from disobedient to becoming obedient, was amazing because he's done so much for Ash over the years. And I can't forget its amazing battle with Magmar in the Kanto series, obviously, and as he explained, yeah, that was incredible. Now Totodile, I think it was meh. I didn't have a Totodile was meh because even though his personality was good, it really didn't do much battle-wise for Ash. I think the only one I know it had was against a Kingdra, but that was it. Like, it didn't really do much, and it felt. And a lot of you have said this, and I sort of agree with them. Like, I actually agree that Totodile should have gone to Misty, because I think Totodile would. I don't even think Misty would have done more with Totodile than Ash did. But yeah, Totodile I just think I wouldn't even tell, only because his personality was good. Tauros, again, I'm hitting there. It didn't really much of a personality, but it was a pretty good battle where it tied against Anvil's Metagross, took down Drake's Venusaur, and also won a Tauros competition where they beat a Tauros that won 10 straight times. But other than that, his Tauros didn't really do much. It got wrecked by Gary's Nidoqueen. He should have used it more. And I also still find it weird that Ash actually has 30 Tauros. But yeah, next one, yeah. Next, just going straight to best post Pokepal. Like, let's think about its feats. Horrible Paul's team, same blazing ability, incredible story. Also having it return twice in Journeys. One, the first time when it battled Moltres, even though it couldn't get the win, if it would have kept battling, I think Blaze would have happened. Yeah, look, as Infernape was really good. But fun fact, the only time it lost as an Infernape was against Flint's Infernape. And Flint is an Elite 4 member. But yeah, like, Ash's Infernape was incredible. I loved its story. Many good wins. And yeah. Donphan, I think, is in the same tier as these guys. I think Ash bringing it back for Battle Frontier was really. Ash bringing it back for Battle Frontier was Battle Frontier was a cool idea, but it really didn't do much as a Dawn fan. It only really had a win against Lucy's Survivor and then a random Pokemon in the Johto League. And that was it. It didn't do much in the Sinnoh League. It didn't do much anywhere else other than that, really. And it also had that double battle against Team Rocket. That was it, really, to the Dawn fan. Abon had so much potential with Ash, and they just throw it away. They literally threw its potential away. They gave it to Dawn, which will admit, they did good with her there, but then after that, it gets sent off to play ping pong and is never seen again. Like, why did they do that? Why did they get rid of one of Ash's Pokemon, give it to Dawn, just for it to be traded away and to never be seen again? It was in terms of battle, it was good. It was actually really good. It did against Rock. It did good against Gardenia, but it was just annoying. It was so good, and then Ash just trades it away, and it gets sent off and never seen again. Greninja, not well. There's not really something that needs to be said about Greninja. Yeah, Greninja is also the best Pokepal. Ash's Greninja is pretty insane. Ash's Greninja is pretty insane. Like, it's so good. It took down multiple legendaries, such as Pokemon such as Xoria's Megasceptile, Wolfig's Mega Bombasnow. Almost took down Alon's Mega Charizard, which is big because Alon's Mega Charizard was pretty much undefeated. The only loss it had was to I believe Seabolt's Mega Blastoise, and Seabolt is an Elite 4 member. But yeah, like, that thing almost took down a Mega Charizard. It did so much work. I'm sad it got sent off, but yeah, I honestly think that Ash's Greninja was incredible. It had so many good moments. Like, it took down stuff like grass types. It had, I've seen all its setup ready for when it became a Greninja. Was incredible. The next one is Boldor. Nah, it didn't do much. It was one of Ash's wasted uniforms. Because he really didn't use it. The only time he used it was against Clay in the gym battle, but other than that, he didn't really get used much. It lost to Cameron's Hydreigon almost immediately. It couldn't do much in a double battle against Bianca and someone else, I can't remember who it was. But yeah, like, it really did not do much. Oh, you know where Dr. Pikachu's going, fellas. Going in best Pokeball, he's going ahead of everyone else. Because obviously, Pikachu is Ash's best Pokemon. Like, I don't really need to say much, but I'll just quickly go over some of his biggest feats. Taking down multiple legendary Pokemon like Latios, Tapu Koko, Regice, and Surali. It's done breaking stuff like going through Volkner's Electivize Motor Drive with its Z-move, facing ground types with electric moves. Like, it's done so much incredible stuff that it couldn't really do that isn't what's in the game, and it's always going to be actually the strongest Pokemon. And now the next one, Torterra. Okay, well, Torterra I think was good because Torterra, despite it losing a lot, I think as a Turtwig, it got some good wins, and also as a Grottle, it almost took down Palmer's Rhyperior, which, well, Palmer is the strongest member of the Sinnoh Battle Frontier, and his Grottle almost took it down. So if it was a fully evolved Torterra, it probably would have took it down. And it's also had some really good battles against other members of the Elite Four, such as Bertha's Hippowdon, and there was one other, and I can't remember who the other one was. There was one other one. But yeah, really good. Unfettered is just bad. it just didn't do much. It really should have done more as a Pokemon, and it didn't do it. It pretty much did not do anything. Only thing it really did was get a double battle win was against Skylar, and that was with help. There was some other feats, but this was definitely Ash's least used like bird Pokemon he's ever had, and I just think it had so much wasted potential. Next one is Oshawott. Again, a lot of wasted potential. Like, actually, Genesis had a lot of wasted potential. Oshawott was very comic relief, which was really funny, but it was really annoying that he got out like, during a lot of the gym battles and then just came out and lost. And it was also more that didn't do pretty much anything in the Unova League. Like, it literally showed up for one battle against Cameron's Hydreigon and then almost lost and then they lost immediately. So yeah, the only battle it won, I believe, I know it won, it had a draw in one of the gyms. It had a win against a Duo, but that was really it. It really did not do much. And it only really had an arc up running Aqua Jet. That was the only arc it really had, which was unfortunate. Crocodile, I think, is his best mon. Crocodile, even though we got it late, it was definitely his best mon in Unova. Because it had some big feats, like taking on Ice's Dragonite, which is one of Iris' currently strongest Pokemon. Maybe outside of a Haxorus. But like, it took that thing down. It took down Poison's Beartic, which it's supposed to have a tight disadvantage to. And then basically in the battle against Stefan, it took down his Lipod and a Sork, which is supposed to be weak to in the games. And it also had a really stacked moveset with Dig, Stone Edge, Air Relay, and Dragon Claw. It has some good coverage, and I definitely think it is actually the strongest Unova Pokemon. Next one, Pignite. I think Pignite as well can go in here. It had a good story, but it just felt repetitive after Charizard and Infernape, and especially because like it felt like they were copying a lot of Sinnoh with the abandoned Pokemon plot. But I just don't think they did it nowhere near as good as they were supposed to. I think it was definitely not done well, and it was definitely one of actually strongest Unova ones, I believe being one of his only ones with above a 50% win rate. It had some battles, like it took down his previous trainers, Heatmore and Ember. It also had some battles in the gyms against Bryson. It also took down two of Cameron's Pokemon, being his Hydreigon and his Ferrothorn. And it has some really good moves like Fire Pledge, Brick Break, Flamethrower, Flame Charge. It has some really good moves. Swellow, amazing. Swellow is underrated. Swellow is an underrated Pokemon from Ash. It's always overshadowed with Staraptor, but Swellow was an incredible Pokemon. It had some good wins in the Hoenn League, some amazing moments in the gyms, especially with Thunder Arm, which I know a lot of people will say, oh, that was just a gimmick. There actually was a reason why it could do it, and that was because it's high resistance to electric type moves. It also had that incredible battle against Rhinona's Shiny Swallow in the gym. I know it took down a Donphan in the league. It also did damage against Tyson's Metagross. Like, it was such a strong Pokemon, and I think it had like a 60% win rate, which is crazy. Because this is definitely feel like I think Hoenn was one of Ash's most balanced out teams in terms of development and like battles. Now, Leavanny actually was good as well. Leavanny was definitely one of Ash's better Unova Pokemon. It had some good wins against Berg, where it took down I believe it took down his Swordloon and something else, and I can't remember what it was, but it did lose to fully well with Leavanny. But yeah, it was really cool Pokemon. it also had that amazing battle against Stefan Sork. Even though it lost, it was a really good battle. And it also activated its swarm ability. It also made was really handy for Ash. And I definitely think one of his best Unova Pokemon, Naganadel. Okay, Naganadel I can only put here because Naganadel only had one battle, and that was in Kukui, where it took down the Lucario, but then lost to Tapu Koko. In terms of a Pokemon, it was really fun. It was a really fun and energetic Pokemon where it kept painting like Ash and Pikachu, and it definitely had quite a sad release when Ash did release it at first. But I honestly thought it was really cool that it came back in a pretty full Naganadel. But they should have done, they maybe kept it, have it evolve into one, then send it back, and then after having it come back. But it also helped against the Guzzlord invasion in the league, where basically basically where the Guzzlords kept coming in through those portals, and like it was really strong in terms of an Ashmon, and I'm sort of glad that it did like come back, because it definitely needed something. And I saw that's what I can be saying. I'm not gonna tell. Scraggy. In terms of Scraggy, I think he was meh. Okay? Look, it had a funny personality, okay? It had a really funny personality, but it just really didn't do much. It had a good battle against Bryson's Beartic. Not Bryson's Beartic, was it? Bryson's Quagonal. But other than that, it really didn't do much on Ash's team, and he should have just used it more, or maybe fully evolved it into a Scrafty. Staraptor, I'm gonna put in the same tier as Swallow. It's definitely one of Ash's best birds, because it knew to move close combat, but man, Staraptor was done so dirty in the Sinnoh League. Not getting a win against Paul. It really didn't do much in the Sinnoh League, but as a Pokemon itself, it did some work against Gardenia, against Maylene in the gyms. Yeah, it was definitely a strong Pokemon, but it just underperformed in the league. Now next one, Talonflame. Talonflame can go in good. It was a good Pokemon, but unfortunately after Ash got Greninja, a lot of his Kalos team got sort of sidelined, and Talonflame was sort of one of those. But it had that epic evolution moment against Moltres, and even though it lost like a lot, it lost to Moltres, it's still really good, and it had some good moments, good battles like against the air battle against the Lions of Fetton in the league, Malagro, what's it called? The Sawyer slacking, and a lot of battles like that. Like it was really good, and some of the gyms as well, like against Olympia as well. It was good in there. So yeah, it had some good moments. Breezel, okay, Breezel I know is cool, but it's definitely one of Ash's actually worst Pokemon. It actually has a worse win rate than Oshawott. And basically, I really thought it was really good, but after seeing Lunatic's Zack video, like it really only had 1 to 2 standout moments in the whole thing, which was the draw against Maylene's Lucario, and then the win against Floatzel. But other than that, it really didn't do much. It had a cool personality, but in terms of a like member, in terms of a team member, it definitely wasn't one of Ash's greatest. And yeah, that's why I can't be ranked too high. Palpitoad was really underused. But it's really underused, okay? It only battled. It was only 9 episodes in the whole series, the least of any of Ash's Pokemon, which is actually ridiculous. Turns out that it was pretty controversial. It had the win against Elisa, then lost to Mulga, and then the gym to get Pokemon. Definitely one of Ash's dumbest moments in the show, but it also had some nice wins. It had that draw against Defiance and Striker. It had a win against a Stoutland. Yeah, so yeah, like it had some good battles, but it should have been used more. Okay, Corphish. Corphish is amazing. Okay, so underrated. Over 60% win rate was start, and it had some incredible battles. It was one of Ash's most unused Pokemon. It was one of Ash's underrated Pokemon ever. It had that amazing double battle with Swellow in the Battle Frontier. It also took down an Alakazam in the Battle Frontier. It also did a lot in the league. Where it took down a Swalot by basically throwing bubbles in its mouth until it explode. Well, not explode, but caused it to faint. But it had some good gym battles as well, especially when Ash brought it in for Bully in the rematch. He had a Bully, and against Mons in Flannery's gym as well. It had some good battles. Noctowl was underused. Again, another one that was really underused. He only used it in Morty's gym, and then he used it in the first battle with Claire, then one time in the Sinnoh League. That was it. He really should have used Noctowl more because it was one of his most special Pokemon he had, because it was literally his only shiny time, and still his only shiny Pokemon in the entire show. It really should come back and get some more battles in. But it was in terms of the battles it was actually pretty decent. Now, Primeape. Okay, look. Primeape I know has a 100% win rate, but Ash got rid of it after 3 episodes. So it really should have kept Primeape around. Maybe still send it off for training. But then basically bring it back later on. It really should have came back, because it would have been incredible to see it in the Kanto League, and maybe swapped in for Charizard against Richie. So basically, Ash didn't lose because of Charizard disobeying. Lapras, can't say much. Like his personality, but didn't do much battle. Only had one battle. But I'm ranking this off of many battles, but I'm talking about personality as well. Dragonite. Okay, I cannot put Dragonite in best Pokeball yet, but even though it had 100% win rate, Dragonite, its personality is incredible, but it's insanely busted. It hasn't lost yet, hasn't even fainted in a battle yet, which I believe is the only one so far of Ash's that hasn't fainted in a battle yet. Where it got the win against Iris' Haxorus. It also got a win against Mega Lucario Karina and her Michelle. It did do a lot, and it's done a lot for Ash over, and I hope he brings it back soon, because Dragonite does need a little bit of development, but I definitely think that actually Dragonite is looking to be one of his strongest Pokemon. Lycanroc, okay? Lycanroc is best Pokeball. It won Ash the Alola League. It won Ash's first league. But also in terms of that, it has some good battles. It had that battle against Nanu where he had to do a 3-on-1 advantage. He had to do a 3-on-1 and won. He also had training from the legendary Tapu Bulu. It had an incredible rivalry with Gladian's Lycanroc. And yeah, it was definitely I definitely think one of his strongest Alolan ones. The next Pokemon, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is amazing. Bulbasaur is currently Ash's one with the highest amount of wins at 21 wins. And some of these wins were against a fully evolved Meganium, defeated 2 of Brandon's Pokemon in the Battle Frontier. It also had some big battles in the league where it nearly swept all of Jeanette's team. And stuff like that. Yeah, like it's definitely Ash's strongest Pokemon. Now, Gengar. Okay. I do not know how to do it. You know what? I'm gonna put Gengar in good for now. Because here's the thing. Even though Gengar I know has lost a lot so far, it's very recently had development. And it now has a G-Max. So it gives me hope it gets its redemption. But in terms of battles, but it definitely is really strong, because it definitely has helped in battles. Even though it didn't do much against Karina or Volkner, we did see really how strong it is against Viscus, where he wrecked her Raichu. It also did some big damage to Volkner's Luxray. And Volkner had to even make the switch. And don't forget, Luxray is Volkner's strongest Pokemon in the anime, and even in the games. So for him having to switch out against Gengar, it's a big deal. So yeah, like Gengar is definitely one of Ash's, even though its fortune hasn't been shown yet, I think now that after it had its G-Max arc, I definitely think redemption is on the way for Ash's Gengar. Alright now guys, Glalie. Okay, look. I know this is high, but Glalie was underused like Hotfish. It was really good. It has a good win against like Metang. It also took down a Charizard and a Quilava. Well, not Quilava, it took down a Charizard in the league. It also took down 2 of Katie's Pokemon in the Hoenn League. And like it had some wins in the Battle Frontier, but unfortunately they didn't use him in the Hoenn League, because it definitely would have got him a few. Not only because it definitely would have got him a few wins. Okay, Gliscor. Okay, this is gonna be controversial. Okay, Gliscor is only good because Gliscor's win rate isn't the best. It's currently, well, not his worst. Gengar is worse at the moment, but Gliscor only has a 33% win rate, and it only won against Byron's Bastiodon and Paul's Drapion, whichever one it is. But yeah, it lost a lot. But what I think the reason I don't put it near the bottom is because it actually had a training arc. So it left Ash for a while and went into training, which I really liked. And yeah, I definitely think Gliscor after training did get a lot stronger. Now, Butterfree. Can't say much about Butterfree. It didn't really battle. It only really battled on the St. Anne, and then lost in the Viridian Gym battle. Not the Viridian, Cerulean Gym battle. But that was it. After that, Ash released it, pretty much. After the 3rd gym, Ash like released it, so it didn't really do much. After that. Now, Goodra. Okay, Goodra I'm gonna put in here. Okay, because even though it jobbed at the Kalos League, it was really good before then. Even after Kalos League, it had a 63% win rate, which isn't bad at all. In good battles, it had that amazing battle with Clement in the gym against his Luxray. Also, it had that double battle against Tieno, but it did get its ass handed to it in the Kalos League against Alon's, Bishop, and drawing with Sawyer's Slurpass. Now, Heracross. Helgos, despite not showing up much in Johto, it definitely was one of Ash's strongest Johto Pokemon. Especially because it was able to defeat a Magmar, which it's supposed to be weak to, and it beat it. This is Gary's Magmar. It also got a win against Nando's Cricketune, and also landed a Mega Horn onto the Darkrai after it put it to sleep. So yeah, like it's definitely strong despite it really not having really much. It's like the way it's starting not really have much battle time. Halucha. Yeah, Halucha can go into the good type now. It definitely was a strong Pokemon. Being able to like, it was good against Valerie, where it broke her Trick Room, where it broke her Trick Room in the gym battle. It also did some big battles against. It had a battle against Ramos. It did good in the league where it took down a Mega Absol. Yes, a Mega Pokemon. And then like had some really good feats in Kalos. Now Bayleaf. Bayleaf's an interesting Pokemon. I think Bayleaf as well was good. I definitely think Bayleaf was good because despite it really not battling too much, it definitely was a good Pokemon. It did some work in a couple of the gyms and in the league. And in the Johto League, and I loved her affection towards Ash in the series. But yeah, Incineroar is in the best Pokepal tier. Okay, so the reason Incineroar is also in the top tier is because Incineroar did a lot for Ash. In fact, it only had 3 losses. It lost to March Royale to Incineroar 2 times, and that's in the same episode, and then lost to Guzman's Glycerod. But it did work in the league. It took down 2 Kaguri's Pokemon, including his Incineroar, which was his strongest Pokemon in the whole region. Also, it took down some good. It took down Lorantis in the Lorantis trial. It also had some good battles. It also had a good battle against Guzman, where it took down his Scizor and did massive damage to his Glycerod, enough to where Pikachu could finish it off. And he was just one of Ash's coolest Pokemon. Now, who is next? Gible. Well, consider Gible is a 50-50 win rate, I put him in the middle tier. Because despite us getting Gible really late, it was actually really strong. It took down 2 Comrades Pokemon in the same battle, but then also lost to Barry's Empoleon, and it lost to Darkrai, but also Tobias did credit Gible, basically saying if this Dragon Meteor would have hit, it would have been lights out for Darkrai. So yeah, pretty cool. That I honestly think Gible should have evolved on into Garchomp. I think a lot of us think that, and I think that as well. Next, Kingler. I know he's really good, but I can only put him in good Pokepal because he was really good in the Kanto League. Wrecked the whole team, then took down a Cloyster. But obviously, then after that, he lost to an Arcanine. But after that, it didn't, what happened to it? What happened to it after Kanto? It showed up in Johto, got exploded so Ash couldn't use it. In the whole of the Johto League, which is bullshit, he should have used it. And then after that, didn't appear again. Didn't battle again. Why? Why is that? It's one of his strongest Pokemon. Melmetal. Melmetal as well can go in the good Pokeball. It's definitely one of Ash's. It's definitely one of Ash's strongest steel types. But also, this was the first time Ash actually owned something that was close to a legendary in a series. This is the first time he actually owned something very close to a legendary. That being a mythical. But his Melmetal was very powerful. Even though it lost to Gladius of Ally, it did a hell of a lot of damage. And the only battle it lost, and the only Pokemon it lost to was Kukui and Incineroar. It completely took down his Empoleon. It also took down a Pokemon in the Ryuki battle against Ryuki and his Dragon types. And then also Fabrice Hypno in the league. Mark. Okay, I love Mark's personality, but battle-wise, it hasn't done anything since Johto, and I don't know why. It had a win against Jeanette's Bellsprout. Without using an attack, it just smothered it, and then lost to Gary Scizor. Then after that, never battled again. Why? Why did it never battled again since Johto? That is ridiculous. To me, that is the most ridiculous thing ever. It really needs to battle again. Noivern. Noivern's meh. Unfortunately, the colour Greninja pretty much overshadowing everyone. The colour Greninja overshadowing everyone. Noivern, its development was pretty much in the bin from the start. It only had a win against a Doublade, a Source Doublade, during the elements, but then after that, completely got wrecked everywhere else. It lost to a Lance, Weavile. It didn't do much anything else in the league. But yeah, it really didn't do much. It definitely was Ash's worst Kalos one, but I wouldn't necessarily blame Roy Noivern for that. It was just how the writing was. Now, Pidgeot is here. Like, apparently, it actually has 2 wins. One against a youngster, which I did see, and I know that one. I know this is not that one, but also a Rhydon in the Viridian Gym. But that was it. It had no other wins. It was actually garbage. It had no wins against Team Rocket. That's right. Lost every battle against Team Rocket. With absolutely ridiculous. Then we have his Quilava. Quilava was actually, I'm going to on the same tier of Heracross as amazing, because Quilava, even though it didn't really do much, it was actually really good in multiple battles. It was good in the battle against Jasmine, where it took down her Steelix. It had a tie in the Sinnoh League. It also had some good wins in the Johto League as well, and yeah, it had some really good wins in the gyms. But yeah, I honestly think it should have fully evolved. I honestly think it really should have fully evolved. And yeah, Rowlet. I'm actually gonna put between these ones, which these are amazing. Rowlet was really good. Rowlet took down a Braviary. It took down a fully well Decidueye, which I know that's controversial, but still got that win. It also had some wins in the early Grand Trials by taking down Livy's Probopass and Holler's Kabula, and it also had some battles in the trials against like Totem Lurantis. Snorlax. I know exactly where this beast is going. All the way up to the best Pokepal tier. Absolute beast. Never lost. No, actually, no, that's right, actually. It had 3 losses, and only 3. It only lost to it only lost to, I believe it lost to Housing Houndoom, Gary's Scizor, and then one other battle which I can't remember what it was. But in terms of battles, incredible. Took down two aggressive fighting types in the battle frontier. It also had some big wins in the Hoenn League, not the Hoenn, and in the Johto League, taking down Gary's Nidoqueen and what was his? I'm trying to remember what his other one was. Yeah, he also took down one of the other Gary's Pokemon, and it also took down in the Hoenn League Harrison Steelix and Hypno. Like it was such a beast, and it had 6 moves, but this one, the anime was actually limited to 6 moves. No, like more than 4 moves before Gen 4. Okay, now Torkoal. Okay, Torkoal might be surprising, but I actually don't think it's that bad. Okay, I actually saw Zach's video on this, on Ash's Pokemon, and I actually do now agree with what he said. Well, it almost took down a Registeel, because even though it got one shot by Tobias, Toss's Darkrai, it almost took down a Registeel. It actually did. It actually almost won. It also, and I know it got lost to like Thunder Wave, but it still had some good parts. It had a really funny personality where it would cry and just emit smoke everywhere. And the other really good battle was like in the Hoenn League, where it actually put in some really nice work. Yeah, okay, Sceptile. Okay, Sceptile is gonna go into the best Pokepal tier. Sceptile is it was incredible. Even though it lost, even though it only has 54%, which is the worst for an Ash Chase. That is only the worst for an Ash Chase. But it has some incredible wins. It drew against Maine's Blaziken. It took down a Walrein in the Hoenn League. Took down Tyranidra's Darkrai, which is a massive feat of its own. It also had some good wins in the Battle Frontier against Spencer's Claydol and I don't remember his Shiftry. Yeah, it was definitely really strong. Okay, now guys, we're on to Ash's Journey's team. Lucario, Dracovish, and Surfetch. Lucario, okay, this is gonna be controversial, okay? Lucario, I actually believe right now is okay. This is gonna be controversial. Yeah, I honestly think he's top tier. His development this year has been nuts. It first of all had some incredible battles in the Hyper Class where it took him down Fan Rotom and drew with the Luxray. Then after that, it now has Mega Evolution, which immediately amps its strength up. And it also has an insane moveset with always this Steel Beam, Reversal, and Double Team. I can see Ash doing so many combinations with that. And I just do not see it losing again. I don't see it losing until Leon, and that's against his Charizard. But yeah, Ash's Lucario is insanely strong. Like, I honestly think it's... And the only reason it's not in the top tier is because it hasn't had its battle experience. Lucario has competed in about 4,000 to 5,000 hour journeys, so he can definitely be up there. Okay, now in terms of these last two, Dracovish and Surfetch. Okay, Dracovish can only go here. Okay, Dracovish, we know nothing about the battle wise because its only battle was against Iris, and it one-shot a Dragonite, and then basically and then basically immediately lost to Haxorus. Like other than that, we don't know. It had a funny personality, but we just don't know its strength. And finally, Surf Edge. Despite Surf Edge only having 40% win rate, I still think it's really strong. For a start, it got a development arc, which was nice. That's the only reason Drake's is relatively mad, because it hasn't really had any development since it was caught and the Iris battle. So yeah, like, Surf Edge I know did lose to Metallitro again, which I'm still salty about, by the way. But it honestly is a really strong Pokemon, and I just hope it isn't. And I just hope it isn't going to keep being overshadowed by Ash's Lucario. But anyway, yeah, guys, that is my tier list of Ash's Pokemon as of the end of 2021. And yeah, until the next video, I'll see you all again very soon.